today. I'm bringing him back. And it's because this little cute booger here needed a bath. Look how big he's gotten since we first met him, huh? So if you guys don't know, this is Dax. He's my brother's cat, and we're just kitten sitting him this afternoon. So I'm going to hand him back over to Joseph because he doesn't need to be anywhere near Resin. Here we go. Hey, Shadow. So we are finally finishing up the Resin River. Would you tilt it up? And it has taken us about 3 weeks to complete this project. And this was from a resin kit. Not seeing the box. Oh, box is way in the background. Let me go get it.
It looks a lot more rocks in the resin kit.
Yeah. So this is the kit. This is what we have. It does look like they included more rocks in theirs.
Yeah.
And what I was thinking, so we've run out of their resin. So we're probably going to use Amazing Clear Cast Plus to finish it up. Joseph suggested we add in maybe a turtle or two. So I have some turtle beads that I picked up. And then I also have some opaque dyes. And I have some Brusho, because Kabocha suggested that we can use Brusho to tint our resin. And I even have some white Brusho. And I thought some white Brusho up here where
you sprinkle it on
you sprinkle it. I think you could probably sprinkle it in either while you're mixing it or after it's been mixed.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing we really need now, other than for me to turn on all the fans in the house so we can get some decent ventilation.
Did it smell that bad the last time?
It started to get to Joseph towards the end. I don't know what's wrong with me because it didn't bother me.
I couldn't really smell it.
Other than as an arts and crafter, I'm kind of used to strong smells. But it's also a little warm in here, so turning on the fans will help. Turn on the light for that.
Color pour, shake well before use. Color pour is the brand.
I'm going to go grab a pair of scissors so we can free our turtles. Alright, got the scissors.
Multiple.
They're different.
Oh, they're all different colors?
Yes. So the neat thing about Brusho is that it's made up of several dye-based colors.
Uh-huh.
So something that looks yellow is also maybe going to have red or maybe a little bit of green.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of explodes with color. Just trying to put those extra beads off to the side.
Like that?
Yeah, maybe, or over here where it's...
The thing is, you're going to have to get the resin inside the hole in the bead.
Not necessarily, I mean...
Oh, it's going to have a hole there then.
It doesn't, does that bother you?
You were planning on maybe doing something with this, like make
Well, I don't know.
a cutting board with it?
I don't know if I could. So...
And you wanted it to flow up to...
As high as it'll go, yeah.
Or past, because this is not taped.
Maybe not past, because yeah, it's not taped. Getting my 2 cups, and we don't have to use the popsicle sticks anymore because I have some silicone coated cooking materials.
So you're really becoming invested in this.
Bit by bit. I haven't bought a heat gun yet.
No, I don't mean, but I mean, you think that this is going to be something
I
that you could
enjoy
probably
doing
do
it.
more
It's a
of.
different kind of art than painting.
Yeah.
And I tend to get very stuck in my own head when it comes to painting.
But you've always liked creative things. So I just see this as another
Creative thing.
creative thing. I mean,
Yeah.
express your
And if we
artistic.
mix extra, I have my other molds, but I do need to get my crawfish trays, and I need to get wax paper. Would you go ahead and pour 2 equal halves, so the part A and the part B in the 2 cups?
Do you have a ruler?
I mean, I think you can get away with eyeballing it.
Oh, you think? Okay. Oh, this is already sticky.
And I found that wax paper works almost as well as the silicone for protecting your work surface.
How much do you want me to pour? As much as in, well,
Yeah, you can.
I don't know.
I figured we might run out, so I have
Yeah, those big bottles.
those 2 big bottles.
So she's really getting invested in this. I
Now,
think she really wants to do more.
yeah, I've been enjoying it. I was also thinking any pieces that I like that I think are sale worthy, I can maybe sell with my art at the farmer's market.
Yeah. Maybe you can do some Cara stuff.
And then last time we also learned that having the fan on makes the wax paper want to go everywhere. So I'm using small clips.
Can we
to
turn the
secure-
fan down maybe?
Well, the fan is the ventilation. 'Cause
Right,
We
but-
can't
but-
open.
I'm not saying turn it off, I'm saying turn it down.
Well,
So it's less hurricane-like.
we could. Or, I mean, I use clips just to. Secure it.
Yeah, I think that's probably about
All we got left.
all that in that one. You try, it should be about the same amount.
Yeah. Whew. So this has been quite a week. You see I am covered in Band-Aids. Well, that's because our fuzzy little visitor has ringworm. And everybody has now gotten ringworm. Hooray! Yeah.
Ooh, got some on the table.
That's okay. I can clean that up after.
Okay.
So people suggest using soap and hot water to clean up resin. I find that that actually turns into like death
Yes,
glue.
yeah.
But I have found that vinegar works, like white vinegar works pretty well.
Mm-hmm. And how does that work? You just spritz it on
Well,
or something?
you want to pick up any deposits, so any
Yeah.
thick amounts of resin,
Yeah.
and
Is that going to be about the same?
that's what
It
I'm looking
looks
at. It's getting
almost.
there, but not quite.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be like a teaspoon short or something.
Hopefully not, because we'd have to just take. You can't have an uneven mix.
Right. Otherwise, why is it not?
It
'Cause
won't
it doesn't-
set up.
doesn't
It won't cure.
okay.
Yeah, you need an even amount. And some people think adding. I don't know. It's getting there. Some people think adding extra hardener will make it harden faster. That's not the case.
It just means it won't set up.
Yep.
So it won't harden at all.
Well, you'll have tacky spots. You'll have sticky spots.
But again, I think it's going to be about a teaspoon short.
Okay, you're gonna have to remove some of that from the other
That
part.
about-
Yeah.
How do we do that? What do we
Well, that's
put
gonna
in?
be, yeah, it's a tricky one because we could pour it maybe into one of these smaller cups and just have to dispose of
And
it.
then we're going to be spending all our time going back and forth, trying to get
Well,
the
I
right
know,
amount.
but we can't. We could
I
maybe
don't
use
know.
a
What do you
syringe.
think, Becca? Because it's so wide at the top, it's hard to tell.
I know.
Do you have a ruler that we
Still,
hold it up
it's still a
against?
little bit more. Well, one of the things that kind of bugs me about these streams is I'm constantly getting up, getting up, getting up, getting up. Like I feel like if I get to sit for 10 minutes, that's impressive. So I would rather eyeball it. even if that's not so great. So while she's pouring that, I say, after just complaining about constantly getting up, I'm going to go get some of the resin pieces we've done in the past.
Yes, some of the letters are over here.
I meant from the last couple streams.
Okay, this looks real close.
It might be,
I mean, they both bottles had the same amount.
no, they didn't. When Joseph
One's
and I
affluent.
uncapped one, it had slightly more.
What it says affluent in both.
It says that, but one of them had more poured into it. All right, so these are some of the pieces that we've made in the recent past. I think some of my favorites are the little covered trinket boxes. And one of the things we learned from last stream is if you put too much alcohol, too much of the alcohol inks in it, it can make it kind of, this one actually
Rubbery?
hardened up good. But yeah, it makes it kind
Like
of,
the bracelets, maybe?
the bracelets also hardened up good.
Okay, they just needed more time.
Yeah. Yeah, the tray in the bedroom is real rubbery.
See that one?
This one's okay. It's hardened up a bit.
Oh, that's the with the flakes, the autumn
Yeah.
flakes in it. Yeah, you can really see them on the bottom side.
This one's a little soft. But that said, clear cast can sometimes be a little flexy because I have these which have no additives in them, and on the larger part they're a little more flexible. So it might have been too hot in here. Oh, this one's real flexy.
Oh, it sure is, but that's not necessarily a bad thing.
No,
This is what we did on the first pour, right?
Yeah. So it kind of depends on what you want.
When you use several different kinds of, you had 2 different kinds of resin.
No, I try not to mix different resins.
No, I don't mean that you mixed the two different kinds together. I mean you were
We've
trying
tried
out
a
2
few.
different brands.
Yeah. Oh, that wasn't from the first one. The one from the first one is in my bedroom. I use it to hold medicine that I take
And
at
then
night.
don't forget your letters back there that you did.
Well, those are much older. So I'm pouring in the 2 parts. This has a 30-minute open time.
Which makes it very convenient for adding colors and adding things.
Yeah. The silicone jar scraper works so much better than the popsicle sticks.
Yeah.
So the thing about silicone tools is, in my opinion, it's honestly better if you don't need them right away. It's honestly better to just let the,
Watch it strip.
yeah, I see that. Let it cure and then peel it off after.
Yeah.
Because like I said, the soap was such a disaster.
It's messy.
It might work for some people.
Okay, when you stir this, it starts to look a little cloudy. Frosty looking.
Oh, Dax found a cave.
So when it doesn't look so frosty anymore,
And what I also like to do, especially if I'm adding colors, is pour it into the smaller ones and add the
instead
color
of
into
putting the
that.
color, unless you want to make it all one
Right.
color.
But then it also, this amount takes longer to cure or longer to stir because it's a fair amount of resin.
Well, this is a lot easier to stir than with the popsicle sticks anyway,
Yeah.
because it got to the point where we're having to pass it around because our hands are getting cramped up from holding the popsicle stick.
What I was looking for were cake spatulas.
Yeah.
I just couldn't find
Or
them.
icing spreaders, yeah,
But
frosting spreaders.
this isn't bad. And I mean, they do sell them online, but I didn't want a pack of 7.
Mhm.
I'm not that deep yet.
The only problem with this is you do get a lot of bubbles in it.
Yeah.
Do most of the bubbles settle out?
They will eventually settle out, and they can make for like holes in what you poured. You can use a heat gun to pop them. A friend of mine also said using a
Hair
directed
dryer?
source of air will pop them. So a fan. You could use a hair dryer. Mine's all packed up somewhere, so I don't know where it is. Look at that baby. Well, y'all can't see it, but that baby is.
He likes technical equipment. He likes phones and computers, and Devin had a hard time. He was on his laptop sitting on the sofa, and Dax wanted to join him, and he wasn't real excited about that.
Set that cat up his own Instagram account. He'll
Yeah.
start making the family money. He'll be getting Chewy sponsorships and Neutro sponsorships.
Did you see that Don Beanie asked what you're making?
We are finishing up this resin river craft kit, and I think, whoa.
What?
That's fine. You can put the turtles back after.
Yeah, I will.
And whatever resin is left over, we're going to probably just pour it into molds.
We thought the kit, by the picture, that the amount
You-
of
you
resin.
could call
but you
that
know what?
done. You
Yeah,
could- I
because
don't
it's like
feel
a river running
cheated.
through
Yeah, I don't feel cheated by this kit.
river banks and all that.
I just wanted more resin to cover the pebbles a bit better.
This is the packaging.
Yeah, they show more pebbles as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this and going, how come you didn't have that many? You know?
Now you could use aquarium glass
Yeah.
if you
It says
wanted
glass stones, so I
clean
guess
rocks
it'd be
from outside, marbles
anything.
from
But,
Dollar
I mean, they
Tree.
show all different kinds of designs, and frankly, there weren't enough of
To
the
do any of them.
glass
Yeah.
stones to do anything like this.
Yeah. There was just enough glass stones to do
To
that.
do the bottom, to cover the bottom.
Yeah, and even then, Joseph and I kind of strategically spaced them.
Yeah.
They even sell attachments for your drill that
That you can-
stir this. Yeah, for
Yeah.
people who are like serious and do a
Yeah.
lot of it. Because I always wondered how those YouTubers who do like big things like bowls and things that are like the
How
size
they
of
mix that
yeah,
much
'cause
at a
this
time.
is
Yeah, this is
a lot of
hard.
mixing. They probably use one of those attachments.
And you know that it's done because it starts to get clear again. Remember, it looked frosty
Yeah.
when she first started stirring it, and it had like bands of frostiness through it.
So this is probably going to be our last week of doing resin crafts for a while, since this is week 3. Because this project has taken, it would not, if you were doing that in real time and not streaming it, it wouldn't take a week. It would take about 2 days.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah, because you figured it was going to take another 40 minutes, 45 minutes
Yeah, it needed to set
to
up.
do the additional stuff. So what about next week? What are we doing next week?
I don't know. It kind of depends. I think one of the loom kits.
Like the one that you sent home with me?
Maybe,
the little
yeah.
hand
Yeah.
looms? Okay.
Or if Aunt Paula's not feeling up to the stream, doing the weaving loom, because I only have 2 of those. Oh, yeah. I'm looking over there and I'm like, there's also embroidery, which is fine. Or the other resin kit, but I promise we're
There's
not.
also a punch something. huh?
Yeah, there's needle punch stuff. And again, if you guys know of any crafts that you'd like to see us try, let us know. Hema already suggested this really cool paper lantern craft that has cultural ties, so that's pretty cool. So if you
Can
have,
make the lanterns?
yeah, I have
That's
to look up
origami?
how to do. It's not origami. I think it's like tissue paper glued to like balsa wood or strips of wood to make a lantern.
Okay.
It's from like Sri Lanka, so that's cool. Yeah, I think it's cool to learn different cultural crafts from different areas.
Want me to take over for a while?
Yeah, sure. The thing about that one though is there isn't like I haven't found like a kit for that yet, so I'd have
You
to
have to look it up.
look it up and assemble it. So it just takes a little bit longer. If you guys see me just absent-mindedly smile, it's because Dax is right across from me in my eye line, and he's just doing general cute kitten stuff, playing with a pom-pom.
Entertaining himself. Huh?
Pretty much. He's a good baby.
Gonna help Joseph type.
That's right. No, he's guys at his car. Remember last time when he was in that space? It was so big for him, and now he takes up the whole thing. Joseph has
told you he
a
looks
laptop
like,
stand, and Dax likes to crawl into the laptop.
Looks like he's about twice as big as what he
Yeah.
was.
Y'all remember how little he was?
How sad.
Yeah. Well,
He
he's
definitely looked like an orphan.
yeah. Now he's looking like he belongs to people.
Yeah. Is it mostly bubbles?
There's a lot of bubbles in there.
Is it that's why it's looking
Usually I
like
find when I pour it into, go ahead and pour it in this. Because I find that it tends to clear up because you can mix it quicker.
How much do you want to pour?
You can almost fill it. I just need room to stir it.
Being nascent, so it looks like fun.
I've been enjoying doing resin stuff. It has been fun
So
lately.
this might be something that you may want to continue
Yeah, well, I bought enough
as
stuff
a
for
hobby
it.
for yourself later on.
Yeah,
You never know.
and then keep stirring that.
You
So
never
what
know.
I'm going to do, because this one's clearing up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that white Brusho. So this is that watercolor pigment powder.
And how much is something like that? Because
That
this
was-
is what, little salt and pepper
Yeah,
shakers?
so the Brusho itself was like $30 for however many those are, like 24. And I needed something, because what Brusho comes in is just these little paint pots. It doesn't have a shaker or anything. It might now, but when I bought this like 7 years ago, it didn't.
Well,
What
straight
some people
top.
would do, I'm going to add more,
Okay.
is they would, they would use a push pin to put a hole in the top of the Brusho shaker. But I didn't want to do that, so I did an old Southeast Louisiana trick where I put rice in
Yeah.
to absorb the moisture and keep it
And that works
powdery.
okay?
This is 7 years old,
Oh, okay. I guess you
so
did.
it works okay. And I got like a little wedding set of salt and pepper shakers off of like Amazon, but you can get the little salt and pepper shakers from Dollar Tree,
Yeah.
Walmart, wherever. Okay, so what I was thinking is we can make it look like rapids, or like the water's hitting the land here.
Yeah.
So
So you're going to just pour it along the edges?
what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some of this, and then we'll pour the clear, and then I'll add some more of the white. Okay, start pouring that.
Where? In
Right
here?
further, yeah. From there on.
And you want me to save some room for the white?
No, just keep pouring.
All of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I thought I bought some opaque white resin dye, but I didn't. So I'm
Yes.
adding in more white.
Definitely works a whole lot better than a popsicle sticks.
Yeah. Plus,
Although
I
these
don't know. I
cups are
kind of
real
like doing
slippery.
resin with you because it seems like you enjoy it.
Well, we kind of support each other's curiosity.
Enable one another's addictions in
Yeah,
terms
where
of
you would say,
crafts.
I don't know if I want to do that by myself.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, the white kind of looks good.
Did it go in the holes?
And then I also have these like silicone resin tools.
Because I have some ideas regarding wallpaper.
Oh, getting rid of or using?
Yeah, and then texturing. Because I was telling Paul that when
for your house or
I
for
took the
my
wallpaper,
house?
well, it could be eventually for mine too, because I still have a bathroom that I've been chicken about jumping into. But
So that isn't perfect, but it looks kind of neat.
it almost filled
Um,
it to the.
to the
Do I need to
brim.
move this over here a little bit?
No. Well, if you want to
Right
move
here,
it
up
with
against?
anything, you can use.
What is that?
It's a silicone pick.
Okay.
And then I have some blue, green, teal, light blue. We could maybe dot it into there, or
Yeah.
maybe not. That might be too much.
I'm just trying to get
I'm
into
queen
the,
of
into the side.
Too much. I don't know when to say enough.
A little is good, a more is better.
That's definitely me.
Okay.
So that's neat. And then something
You
else
want
we
this?
talked about that I'm not going to do on stream is we talked about sealing both sides of this.
With silicone?
Yeah, no, with resin, you mean?
Oh, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
with resin. No, it's okay. I asked because I got confused. So that needs to be put in another room
Yeah.
to cure. You still want to play with resin?
It's up to you. You said you had some, you evidently brought some more molds over there.
I have some molds. Let
You have
me
to take this out though because,
just rest it on the top because I know it wants to spill.
yeah. And put this where?
Or not.
We need something like a piece of wax paper that we just rested on.
I'm gonna move
You want the whole
this.
thing?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You want the whole tray?
I want to put this outside where it's hot because resin supposedly does better in a hotter, but it's pretty hot outside. What do you think, Joseph?
Outside would be fine as long as you have a cover for it.
Oh,
Otherwise, you might get
leaves and stuff in
freeze.
it.
leaves and stuff.
Freeze.
You want me to open the door for you?
And the Bane Nathan says they want to see more molds.
Oh, some of the molds?
Resin is so messy that unless you're going to do a lot of it, in my opinion, it's not worth it. So, y'all tell me
So you'd have to have a place set up.
if this counts as a lot of resin.
This is not the biggest size.
That's
either.
no, that's not. That is what I thought I could reasonably handle. Because they sell the big jugs, you can get the big
gallon.
marine. No, you can get
Bigger
the
than that.
marine
Oh yeah,
buckets.
the big 5 gallon.
Yeah, which I was like,
Yeah.
that is not me. I'm
People
not there
who make
yet.
dolls and stuff like that.
I mean, you
do
can
that with
make-
silicone.
Yeah, you
they
can
buy it
make
like
all
that.
kinds of stuff. Okay, well, I'm gonna save the jewelry findings for when Aunt Paula's feeling better because I bought a bunch of jewelry molds.
Well, they just want to see your molds. What kind of molds do you have?
I
over
got all
there?
kinds of molds.
Because it's not just about little boxes and stuff like that. It's
Well,
also
right
about
now
all-
I'm mostly doing little boxes because that's the kind of stuff I think I can use. So mostly what I have is boxes and jewelry stuff like cuffs.
Okay, that's the bracelets.
I also
That's these
have
right here. That we still have to kind of sand down these rough
yeah,
edges.
we need to finish those at some
I've got
point.
a Dremel tool that we could probably.
I have
work that down a little
knobs, like cabinet knobs that we could do today. I mean, they got all kinds of new stuff. Joseph had to put the kibosh on me. He was like, you can't buy any more resin stuff. So, I got-
Dax was watching the stream.
Dax is, hi Dax!
Like in Canada.
Hi baby! But basically, if you're doing resin, one of the number one things I would suggest, if you don't have a table where you can just leave it to dry forever and harden, is work on, so this is the lid for my resin stuff, and I put some wax paper on it. I've also got crawfish trays. Those work really well, actually, as a resin support.
Well, they may not know what a crawfish tray is.
Oh, I think a lot of them do. Because, like, even up north, like,
It's like a tray like this, a plastic tray. That when you're eating that boiled crawfish or shrimp
any
or crab.
seafood, yeah, because people
You
up
dump it in
north,
the tray and
they,
you
like,
eat it on
that's a
the tray.
crab tray
Yeah.
up in Maine.
Yeah. Well, that's what they eat, the lobsters.
Made by Dawn says, how are you doing? And
Hey,
thank you
Dawn.
on Instagram. Hope you got a chance to see the artwork.
I did, the rose. Can you open
Scissors.
this?
And she said, hey guys, Becca's art tutorial was really good. If
Oh,
you have an opportunity to talk to her class, please do so.
Thank you so much, Dawn. I appreciate that. Okay. I'm going to move these out of the way because we don't know which part is part A and which part is part
And
B
here's
with
the
this.
directions.
Yeah, this should be equal measurements because that's what I find is easiest for me to use
That's
right
kinda
now.
interesting right there, where they just use the plates
Yeah, as an
on the
accent.
side. And these are always labeled, well, especially this
But
one,
I
part A
don't
and
know
part B, right?
if part A is always part A. Hang on.
Yeah, but the thing is, you have to use the same amount.
You do, but
See, this bottle looks like it's got a little bit more than this one. See?
I also find it beneficial to prep whatever you're going to be working on before you start messing with the resin itself.
Get some more.
Oh. Uh-oh.
What?
Oh, no.
It's dripping?
Yes. I got it.
We'll keep
I
it
got
on
it.
some wax
I got it.
paper.
Hey, Joseph.
Yeah?
This bamboo mat in the kitchen has almost killed me several times. It's supposed to be non-slip,
Yeah.
but it's slip.
Some water got underneath it.
So what do the directions say? Anything we don't
I
know?
don't know, but I'm thinking this is probably also very similar to the kind of resin that people, if you've ever seen these tutorials on YouTube.
Where they cover their counters?
where they completely redo their countertop with resin, and
Yeah.
it's really very fascinating to watch. Because they use pigments and
I
it's
think
kind of
it's all the
free-flowing.
same, or in the same kind of family,
yeah,
and just different proportions.
yeah. 'Cause
'Cause
they
you have
buy this
slow-
like in big
Yeah.
like 5-gallon
Yeah.
buckets, and they pour them in little paint jugs to do the different colors.
So these are the cabinet knobs. This is a small tray. I really like this one.
Mhm.
These are coasters and small trays. This is a tiny paint palette that I've done a few of, and this is a small trinket box.
The bank named me and asked if you could put LEDs or technology inside of your resin mold.
Oh yeah, probably.
In your
The
resin?
only problem would be the heat. So if it's an LED, like Ben Works, I think he's Australian on YouTube. He does a lot more resin, and he's embedded like fairy lights with the battery coming out of it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think the heat would be the only
yeah.
concern, because resin does get. Oh, never mind. My crayons didn't come in yet. I ordered 100 pack from Walmart to embed in resin because I thought like crayon knobs and stuff in certain rooms would be really cute.
Also around Christmas time, like if you go to Walmart, when they sell all these different kinds of lights, they'll sell light strips.
Yeah.
It's like a piece of plastic.
Yeah.
And you cut off the
Yeah.
amount that you want. I bet you could probably
Yeah.
embed that in, because the light itself is encased in plastic.
So the only reason I would think you couldn't embed that kind of stuff in it would just be the heat from the resin curing, because it gets pretty hot.
How hot does it get?
That I don't
Yeah.
know.
Okay, these are boxes.
Those are called shaker charms, Joseph's favorite. And I think
do?
you
Okay.
fill this half, and then after they've cured, you can UV resin them together, and you could put a small picture in there, or you could put beads in there, and it's like a shaker,
Okay.
like cute
And
bump
that's
on
what all
garbage.
these are?
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
all shaker charms. I haven't tried those out yet. Where's Dax? Asleep in your arms?
Watching squirrels.
He's watching squirrels.
Yeah.
That's a good baby. Now, the other thing is, if you want to make multiples of the same thing, matching, you're basically going to have to buy multiples of the same mold. Because this stuff takes a while to
Unless you
cure.
have a lot of patience.
Yeah, well,
And
no,
this
because
one
then you're
that-
not necessarily going to be able to mix the same colors up.
Ah, that's true.
Okay, so
So you best, if you're gonna do multiples, it's best to mix a big enough batch
of
of
that,
the resin
yeah.
in the color and design that you want.
No, and have multiple molds.
Right.
Looking for those little cups.
There's one
'Cause
over
those are
there,
good
there's
for
another over
mixing up
there.
Color.
Look, there's two right
Yeah,
over
I
there.
know, but we had used those for two-part stuff. I do want to get some silicone. Oh, I'm sorry, I keep drinking.
It's okay.
Coat
Stirred it
bomb.
up.
Look it up. I do want to get
Right,
some.
This is in silicone that you're putting this in.
I want to get some of the silicone pouring cups because those can be reusable.
And they have a little spout on it, like a little.
Yeah.
And that's the only problem with using these kinds of cups
Yeah.
that over there, is that
Yeah.
you don't have that little spout. Makes it
Yeah,
kinda
I do
hard.
have syringes, and I haven't tried using. I
Yeah.
actually want to try them on the numbers,
Yeah.
but I don't know how hard that's going to be to do.
Okay, you got your tint, your not translucent, but opaque tint over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get everything kind of out and ready before
Okay, you
we
can throw
start.
these away. How do you dispose of these containers? Do you know?
I don't know, unfortunately. We're in Southeast Louisiana. They're not going to. I hate saying this because it's really not very eco-savvy, but they don't really give us a lot of options for how to safely dispose of these kind of materials.
Yeah, it would be good if we could use a
Oh,
ruler and
hey,
mark it maybe.
where is the...
Scissors?
No, I'm going to go grab a Sharpie.
Yeah, and a ruler too, because if we could just mark it on the cup, it'll make it a lot easier to pour.
Where's the Sharpie up here?
I always put it in the catch-all basically, or behind the catch-all. There should be gold one and black one.
There's mine.
Now, Becca, what is that over there, that wooden thing by that cup?
Oh, we'll talk about that in a minute.
That's not one of your molds?
It is. Well, kind of.
Okay, what are we doing? Oh, the caps.
B.
Yeah. Otherwise, you put the wrong
A.
cap on. Got a ruler?
B. A.
So we can measure by inches. Keep the Sharpie.
They also sell the gradiated cups.
Yeah. Okay, so
So
how much do you want to
eventually-
do?
Well, if you mix it up, we can do the little medicine cups and do different
Right, so
colors.
how much
and
do you want to pour in
So mix,
Because you have to pour them both in the
Yeah.
same cup.
mix. Ooh, in the same cup.
Remember that? Or the container.
This much, and so where it says 9.5 right there.
Okay, so the same mark is 3.5. Okay, that makes it so much easier.
Here, let's get that off the table because we don't have a lot
Okay,
of
so
space.
you want the A.
A goes in A cup, B goes in B cup.
Okay. Nice if we had garbage.
Garbage.
bin.
I'm just moving everything to a garbage corner. I'm sure some of my fellow crafters know about garbage corners. Now Dax is really taking the Joseph. He's just sitting, chilling in his lap,
Really?
probably half
He doesn't
asleep.
sit and chill on anybody's lap.
Improvement.
He's grooming. Okay, that's close enough.
You can't decide if he wants to be active or rest. So
Well, he doesn't usually just sit. He might do that with Devin. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Gonna make it easier to pour. And here is your A.
Trying to be organized. Trying to get there.
Well, that's kind of the things that you kind of learn as you go along, because when we first started doing this, it became, I don't know if it became an issue, but we thought it would be an issue because we didn't know which cap came off of which bottle. And you don't really want to mix the two. Maybe a little bit more. Let me see what this one
Yeah,
looks
it's
like
a
on the
little
inside.
over.
It's like a centimeter, not a centimeter, a millimeter. Yeah.
Dawn said, I just got through making a frame for a paper making experiment. I've
Oh,
wanted to do."
cool.
Oh, wow. Okay, where are you putting this?
Just put it there on the floor. That's pretty cool. I really want to try making paper, but I really want to wait until we don't live in this house.
Okay, and how about I hold these and you get your, what you call it? Your spatula,
Got it.
your jar scraper.
And we can scrape these. You're not supposed
Yeah.
to scrape out of the mixed jar, but we can scrape out of the two individual cups.
Okay, I'm just gonna,
Whoa, getting on the table.
So also when you do this, it'd be good to have
A tablecloth of some sort. So
a
this is just,
disposable covering.
yeah, this one, I have gotten resin on this thing so many times, and I
Mhm.
let it dry for the most part, and then I come at it with vinegar and isopropyl alcohol in spray bottles, and I can get most everything off of it. But you do want to either work on a table you don't care. I mean, honestly, resin is so nasty sticky
Yeah,
when
it's
it
very
is uncured.
tacky.
Yeah, that I couldn't stand, even if I were working outside on a workbench or something, and it didn't matter if I ruined the surface, I would still hate to come back and try to work on top of that surface.
And it's very important to use exactly the same amount.
Well, it's not by weight, it's by volume. So there's some resins that are like, it has to be by weight.
This particular brand of
It's
resin.
by volume.
So it
I've
has to be
been
exactly the same amount as much
Intentionally
as possible.
only buying. We have a scale. I could do it by volume.
And if you don't, then it doesn't cure right.
Yeah.
So what does that mean if it doesn't cure right?
It'll be tacky. It'll be sticky. It'll be soft.
Does it ever cure?
I mean, if you're interested in learning more about resin, artresin.com, I believe, has a lot of great solutions for fixing.
Oh, so they can be fixed.
Yeah, there's like several, but sometimes you just have to sand it all off
Ah,
and re-pour. Sand off all the sticky, uncured resin and re-pour it.
okay, so it's kind of frosty looking right now. When she started mixing the two together, and you have to scrape it across the bottom, you have to scrape it down the sides. And you can see it's got lines of frostiness in it.
Yeah, I can smell that from here.
Can you? I can't,
Yeah.
can't smell it at all.
I don't smell it either, but Joseph's always
Yeah.
had, like, if I'm doing alcohol markers, he sometimes can't even be in the same room because it gets to be too much.
So good ventilation while you're doing
Yeah.
this kind of thing also.
Yeah, which is why I say most of these streams, if we could open those windows, I would, but they're painted shut, so I can't.
Open the front door if you want.
I guess, but that would let a lot of hot air in,
And
right?
bugs and stuff, and lizards and,
Well, no, we have
possibly
a screen
snake.
door.
oh, okay, yeah.
We had a gecko sneak in last night, and I had to chase him down and shoo him
One of
out.
those kind of clearish ones.
No, this
have a
one
pink
was
skin?
pretty. This one, I mean, those are pretty cute.
Sandy color.
This was sandy colored and had stripes. It
Oh.
almost looked like a leopard gecko, but not
See, it's
quite.
already starting to get clear.
I haven't been stirring it for 3 minutes though.
But you can tell it's already starting to get clear.
Well, that stir is probably much better than what we were using before.
Stupid popsicle sticks.
Well, it was hard to hold a popsicle stick. It's so small that your hand would get all cramped up.
Yeah, this is a lot easier to use. And this was like $4 at Walmart.
Well, you're going to use it over and over and over
Oh, yeah.
again, too.
I'm saying if you think you're going to do a lot of resin, something like this might be good to have. Because I tried it without, and my hand regretted it.
Made by Dawn said nothing better than having your own place. My husband is a constructor. She made him a contractor. He built our home.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
have my own craft room, art room, YouTube studio. Can't wait till you guys get your own place. That's so awesome.
Yeah, because then you don't have to pick it up all the time. You just
I-
close the door.
I told her you were interested in taking washi classes, and Dawn said I use washi on my handmade sketchbooks.
I think it's clear now, Beth.
I guess so, yeah. This thing does wait. Well, this is a different brand of resin too. How long did it say to stir it? I have the instructions over
On the
there.
floor.
Well, part of it is also like here we can't put any of our own stuff up on the walls, so I would love to put shelves
Slowly
up.
mix for a minimum of 5 minutes. Slowly
Oh.
mix. So it's got to be like leisurely. Like you're stirring your coffee with sugar.
I don't even-
So,
And like you're an
mm,
underpaid McDonald's worker.
yeah.
They work
Ensure
hard.
to scrape the side walls and bottom of the mixture container. Pour immediately after mixing. Ideal mixing and application temperature 75 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Self levels to 1/8 inch. Pourable up to 1/4 inch at a time.
So this is the kind you could use on counters if you want to. Oh.
Yes, it's very clear.
It's
Doesn't have a lot of
insane.
bubbles.
What makes it
Did it say
counter-winding?
I'm sorry, what?
Becca said you could.
This is
You
the kind
probably-
you use on counters.
Yeah,
Because it's set to pour what, 1/4 inch at a time?
That's what made me say.
And it's
It
self-leveling
self-levels is
also.
what made me think it's for counters.
Right, and that's something else that they always talk about when they do this kind of thing, is that you don't have to worry about leveling, this levels itself out.
Yeah.
It's a liquid, so that
Yeah.
makes sense to me. A friend of mine, Becca Dinoff, does handmade dice using resin, and I mean she does like a lot of bulk orders, and it just makes me think about how many molds she must have, how much mixing she must do, how much time you have to bake into that process, because it takes. I let everything cure for at least 3 or 4 days. I don't try to unmold.
I have molds that can make like 30 dice at a time or something.
Maybe so.
She might, but she's made a lot
And
of
you
her
just plop
molds.
in all your
Yeah,
or
like I
whatever.
think she probably has molds for like a set of dice, so like D6 through D20.
Yeah, or D4 through D20.
Oh, D4. Do people do D4s? Yeah, I guess those are the little pyramidal ones.
It's probably been 5 minutes. Although it's probably better if you actually use a timer.
Yeah, I think it's
Ooh, Becca's getting nasty.
It's because my hand's cramping up, so it's hard to control. That's okay.
Again, if you had a piece of wax paper, you just lay it on.
Yeah. All right. What do you feel like making? We have all kinds of stuff, and we have glitter and stuff over there too.
You said you wanted to do that tray.
This tray.
Ooh.
So what I'm gonna do, this isn't quite big enough for it, and that's okay.
Yeah, and not only that, it's not flat, but soft.
no, yeah, I wanted to
Yeah,
use.
it'd have to be in here.
Okay, so would you pass me the gold flakes? They're on the floor.
Oh,
On my floor shelf. Because I was
How
thinking
handy.
maybe gold flakes and maybe like
Ooh, you
the
got all
aqua.
kinds of cute
These
things.
are supposed to be opaque. Yeah, Joseph found those in my convention stuff.
Yeah, that is. That's from your buttons. The gold flakes.
These
That's autumn mix.
and maybe that.
And she also has glitter.
Oh,
and these
I've
are pretty too.
got even more cabochons from when I used to do sassy buttons.
Yeah,
They're just packed away somewhere.
back away. So
this is opaque. Last time we did this, we did the
you could
clear
even
ones.
glue some of these things.
Yeah, I want to
Oh,
eventually
like
buy
the
some
mushroom.
UV resin and a UV resin flashlight.
Yeah.
Well, y'all probably know what to give me for Christmas.
Oh, start a list. Yes. Now, what is this that you're?
This is opaque dye.
Okay.
So before we were playing with transparent
Right,
alcohol dye.
right.
These are probably also alcohol dye.
Uh-huh. So we're not going to be able to see through it.
Right, because it's opaque.
I think I'm allergic to these gloves.
Maybe. Are you itchy?
I'm starting to scratch
This
right here.
shouldn't react. Like, I'm allergic to
And I
latex.
don't see any bumps or red bumps.
Could also just be itchy, like
Oh.
allergies, like whatever's
Well,
in the
that's
air.
not that would not be impossible.
That's not new.
Mm.
Sam asked who has molds for dice.
My friend Becca Dinoff. So it's evergreen burrow on probably everything.
Sam said D4s are commonly used in D&D for healing. Made by Dawn said, oh, I just had a great idea. Becca and Kabocha should team up. Becca made the palette and Kabocha makes the watercolor paints.
Actually, that mini palette, Kabocha linked me that on.
Is it
I
open?
don't know.
You
don't-
can link the
I
mold.
don't think it
Yeah,
has
link
that
the
pin.
mold on.
Does it have a cap
Hang on,
it?
hang on. Yeah, this part comes off. Kabocha link. No, that's open. So it just. I guess it needs a pin. I wish these things would say
Needs a pin.
when they need extra things, because like you get into it and you've already poured the stuff.
Yeah, and it's sitting there waiting on you.
Bosch and I were talking about when we're going to do our next collab live stream.
Now, what is this one over here?
This?
No,
This?
yeah.
Knobs.
Okay.
Hema says, hey.
Hey, Hema. Good evening.
Hema said, random, but I'm very proud of the duels I did keep my hands busy during DBT today. Maybe Don said, so, oh my, anything interesting happened
Yep.
today? By the way, I'm fully vaccinated, but I'm feeling the side effects.
Oh, well, congrats on being fully vaccinated. Hopefully the side effects pass fast. I was on the second vaccine. I was sick for like 3 days, but it passed pretty quickly.
I was sick for one. It felt fine the next.
Sam
And then-
said, next collab live stream, chaos.
Oh.
Isn't that pretty? I might just leave it like half mixed
No.
because it's
kind of swirly.
I know, I like that.
Don't said they've never seen this before. Sam said, also, I'm sorry, Dawn, but at least they'll pass. I think they're uncomfortable as heck.
Yes.
So what I want to do is kind of a marbled
Yeah.
thing. My other,
You gonna pour them at the same time?
maybe I'll go get one of the clear ones from the other room.
It's messy without that pour spout.
It does. I can at least clean this.
Yeah.
You can mix and pour too, or you just hang it out.
Which color are you gonna pour? And where's the pen? Because we need to open these other ones.
Right here is the pen.
Which color did you want to use next?
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
Ema said that they were creating a cookie ball waffle breakfast. Sam said they just finished casting some more dice today, trying to figure out this new mini dice mold.
Ooh, mini dice. It's like super tiny.
Like a centimeter, I'm guessing. Maybe smaller though. Ema said probably because I used the amount of Sam said they made a gigantic mess of their art test.
Ooh.
That's one of the regular transparent ones.
Yeah.
And
Do you have another bottle you want to open?
and
You wanna open the other two?
these have not been opened.
Okay. That's here. This is the autumn flake that you were talking about. Ooh.
Yeah, Sam sent a picture. They're about a centimeter. They look good. They're like pink and sparkly.
Sam has a vacuum chamber, and that's going to help with the
Getting rid of the bubbles.
bubbles. Yeah.
Because it sucks it all down to the bottom.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I see bubbles on it. Not on the dice, but in the mold.
Okay, here's the blue. Hey, that's my hammer.
I can't get it open.
I'm good open.
I don't know if you can either. And I'd have to hand it off to Joseph.
No, I'll take my gloves off and open it.
What's Dax doing?
Snapping.
He's napping.
Uh-huh. Nanny Joseph.
Dax likes men.
Right, he does.
Where's Bo in the window?
Watching the birds.
Oh, the birds sure were singing out there when we were there.
Yeah, we gave Dax a bath before.
Want this one next or what?
Oh, I'm not going to use any of those yet. I'm waiting on you to open them.
Cosmic Shimmer Gilding Flake.
Yes.
Oh.
It might have resined itself.
It might
Let me know
have,
if it-
but
if it
kind of
did.
feels like it. It does. It feels
Nasty and
Kind of.
slimy.
not slimy, but sticky. Let me try this one. It's
Maybe
dry.
like Dawn said, I know the feeling sand, I have an entire bottle of turquoise Canadian ink explode on me.
No!
Now people are
That's
talking
gonna be
about
pretty.
art disasters.
So I was gonna do the teal and the pink and the clear.
Yeah. How do you undo this? If it's,
Uh,
you want to use this? No.
no, I'm okay. I'll just stick with what I got.
There's also some of this. And there's also this that's open. And it
Okay,
shouldn't
so
be
this is
open.
one of the resins that Michael's, it's like Michael's brand resin.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
we'll see.
That's pretty though. Do you want to put it more in the middle of the,
Oh,
The
no,
tray.
because I want to leave room for other projects around it.
well, but I think it's going more to that way.
And Jackson was talking about chewing on dice.
Chewing on dice?
Well, we're talking about dice gummies and silicone dice. So yeah.
Oh.
Okay, there it goes. Some of the bubbles are
That
coming
would
out.
be pretty satisfying. That's going to be pretty, I think. If it
Mhm.
doesn't cure all awful. I didn't add as much color this time because Sam was the one who explained that
That
it's
one.
flexy because I added too much alcohol.
Okay. So if you have that in the middle, it pushes it.
Yeah.
It's like right here is still.
Yeah, it's going to keep pushing it.
Oh,
so
it's coming. See, it's closing up.
I'm trying to get, there's a big ink bubble over there too. And that's slowly closing as well.
Except I think there's one down here.
Don't, I mean, we can, but,
Yeah, well, it's right here.
and it's also going to come to the
Right,
surface,
right
especially
there.
if we had a vacuum. See, I've overfilled it, I think. But,
But
I'll
you
give
know
it a
what's gonna
minute to
happen?
kind of
It's
settle.
gonna settle. It's gonna settle.
And-
So, see, there was a bubble that just came up just there, over there on that side. And here's
Yeah.
one that's getting ready to come up too.
So what I'm going to also do is I'm going to do these knobs. Is there anything you want to do? I
Yeah,
feel
I
bad
did
because I'm
this.
doing all the play. What do you
Okay,
want?
how deep are the knobs?
Right on that quarter-inch
Let's see, pass
edge.
it past the, Okay, so this is the bottom. And when you drill a hole?
I guess. Or,
So we can actually put
yeah, if you
a
wanted
little
to.
resin at the bottom and then
And
put
put
that
an
on
inclusion,
top.
yeah. And I want
Do you know what you
clear
wanna
for my
use this
shaker
for?
fronts. No, I just wanted to try out the mold.
Okay.
By the time I know what I want to use it for, I will have a different color palette probably. But you don't know how a mold's going to turn out until you try it, so.
So I think you'd have to go with the clear. But I mean, this is cute with the little desserts or strawberries or.
Do you need some small cups?
This is so small.
I know. Well, I think I ran out of the shot glass cups for now. I'll go to Michael's
Oh,
and
look
get some
at
more.
that. Look at that. It's like clear in the middle and it's colored on the
Well,
outside.
that's something we could try too.
Made by Dawn said Daniel Smith will stop making Quinn. Burnt orange PO48.
Yeah, I heard that. I think Eve Bolt was talking about that recently. On that
Viola?
note, no, Daniel Smith.
Oh, Daniel Smith.
On that note, where is everybody getting their watercolor news from? Because my sources are, I find stuff out from the grapevine faster than I get newsletters from some of those sources. So I'm looking for like a new,
Official store.
yeah. I don't want to like spread rumors.
Hold on. Hold on. There's a hair on the side of the jar.
Okay, I'll just be careful around it.
Amy Mason had recommended you put flour in some of the resin. I agree, it sounds like a good idea.
You wanna
With
show
a,
that?
oh, I already did that one.
Yeah.
With a flour, I think our best results would be a dry flour.
Yeah, I think so. Want me to stir it?
Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, Sam said you want to freeze dry the flour first or coat it in glue.
In glue? Well, we did pick up some Elmer's glue at
Oh,
Michael's.
you want me to just swirl it?
Otherwise, most will
Sure.
turn translucent, which is interesting.
Oh, that is neat. Oh, I get why, because the fibers absorb the resin and they go.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
that would
And
be
then
kind
makes
of
them
cool
kind of
too.
limp unless it
Well,
farts
it's gonna
really
be in.
fast.
It's gonna be in the resin, so hopefully it wouldn't get limp. Or even take some like clovers from out in the yard and do something cute with like dried clover.
What are you adding it to?
I was thinking about adding into
It's-
this,
it's- yeah,
but
I
I
think
think
it's
I'm just
uneven,
gonna leave
Beth.
it alone. How,
I think it's
where would it be?
lower on this side than it is on
Well,
that
then I'll move
side.
it more to the center.
Because
But
it wants to
when you
overflow over
have it
here.
on the center,
This-
you have to be really careful too, because it's
I
going
know.
to kind of disrupt everything.
I know, but I'm telling
I mean,
you.
this whole
it's-
house might be uneven.
Probably the walls in here.
Can we put a popsicle stick underneath maybe? That would be just enough maybe to,
Yeah.
underneath the tray.
Here you go.
I think it was the time to eat.
It's time to eat. You got to disrupt the baby.
Should I just put Dax in his cage? He's sleeping.
Yeah.
What do we smell him?
Oh, okay.
He doesn't smell like diapers.
He could maybe get. He could maybe. Oh, what I actually would want, I think, is the.
Oh,
Do you want to put one of these in?
And then this. And then this.
See,
Ooh,
if
that's
you do
kinda
something like that, they don't have to be exactly the same as long as they have the same colors.
come on, Dax.
Oh, he's okay. It's the thing on the chair.
Yeah.
Shut. And then this. Sorry if you guys can't see me. Oh yeah, something is a little off kilter.
I'm gonna put another popsicle stick underneath. Because it's all on this side, but not on the other side. And when you're dealing with that much of a difference, I think just going up in small increments.
Lucy Veda says translucent
Oh, it's
flowers.
Lucky Veda. Hey,
Yeah,
Lucky
sorry.
Veda.
Translucent flowers sound cool too.
Okay, where'd you put
That's something I'm very interested in. I was looking for natural dried flowers while I was at Michael's, and I didn't see any last time I went.
You should be able to
But
find
something
some
else
now,
I
right?
used to do that I'd like to get back into is drawing and pressing my own flowers. You know, eventually, at the end of all these craft streams, we're gonna have one Omega craft,
What does that mean?
like where we combine bits of all the crafts we did
remember
before.
when we did such and such?
No, and make one big craft because I want to try paper making, and I also want to do flower inclusions in some of the paper
Oh,
making.
yeah.
But I also want to do flower inclusions in the resin.
But you're not gonna have any. You want the popsicle stick? You want this one? This is what I stirred it with.
No, I don't want the one you stirred it with because I'm gonna put it underneath to prop it till it hardens. And if it has resin on it, it's gonna get all over the table and then it's gonna get all over the floor. Those are gonna hopefully look cool though. Those already look kind of like candy.
Has that moved over any?
Looks like a little.
I'm gonna try another stick. Go up by 1 millimeter.
Pouring the lid for one of the shaker charms. That already seems high though. Like, yeah, it seems too high.
Oh, wait a minute, it's spreading. Part of it is that the wax paper
Yeah.
is not sitting directly in contact with the bottom
Yeah.
all the way. So it does provide some, but this is looking better over here. And this is not quite as high as it was.
Or like dry flower petals in the shaker charms would be really cute. Especially if I could get like cherry blossom petals or something. Or rose petals. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move this.
Okay, hang on a minute. That's pretty.
Yeah, so
With the iridescent.
that's like the clear lid. And then I'm gonna do colors for the base. See, I can't move this because it's so thin.
Yeah. Which you just did.
Do what I want.
Okay.
I don't know, where did Bo go? He hasn't come in here, so we haven't seen him. That Bo butt.
And this one looks good too. The star. Uh-oh, where is he?
Here it was.
Maybe he went to go see Aunt Paula.
Maybe. I think I went in the studio to be away from the kid.
To be alone. He wants to be alone. I need to be working faster though, because I feel like the resin is going to cure before and I'm making a real mess today. What did you want to mix? You haven't even been mixing
I wanted
anything.
to mix this,
Yeah.
but
You don't like my little cups. Yeah, you gotta use this because it's getting hot. And that means it's starting to cure.
what am I gonna pour
If
it?
you guys don't have anything.
Hmm?
I thought I could just pour it on top of the stump if you guys don't have anything else.
Oh no, we have stuff.
Okay.
It's just deciding.
It's good. Yeah, it's deciding and
Decision
moving
is hard.
quick enough.
Play. Goodbye.
Put the gloves back on.
Yeah,
Shame
you're
I threw
gonna
away all that electronic stuff before we
Ooh.
moved because you could have.
embedded it. I
Yeah,
know that would
put a
have
lot
looked
of
cool.
resin stuff
in.
Well, we could go to Goodwill and
Yep.
pick up some stuff that's probably just CRAP.
Goodwill has that kind of stuff.
I don't
Old
know. I see
computer,
old
Computer
computers.
components. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you guys something about living in Louisiana. People volunteer too much information. We went to the oil change place the other day, and the young guy who was working the computer asked Joseph what he did for a living. Well, he was like, "Do you work with computers?" And Joseph was like, "Yeah." And he asked if he built them or if he was a programmer, and Joseph said he's a programmer. The guy then proceeds to tell us that he shot up his brother-in-law's computer because his brother-in-law was trying to hack his computer, which it did sound like his brother-in-law was trying to hack his computer because he was trying to take control of it without his consent, but to get his credit card info.
Oh, look at
But
that.
like he doesn't know us
That.
at all.
Look at that.
What? That's kind of pretty. If you stirred it just a little bit with this, you might be able to get a swirl effect. What do you want to pour it into?
I don't know. The color will tell me what to pour it into.
Oh, that's speaking like a true artist there.
So it's all at the top. It's not at the bottom.
Those. Oh yeah. Let me get you something to pour that onto. Let me move some of these things.
What, you think I can't just do it like this?
No, because then we can't move it.
The Bane Navy said, "Can't you just turn the computer off? Why shoot it up?"
No, he shot up his brother-in-law's computer
Yeah.
as revenge for hacking his
With
computer.
incendiary shotgun shells.
Yeah,
He said it was on fire when he left.
yeah. He said it was okay though, because he cleared it with his friend who worked for the police department.
That what? That it was
That
legal
he
to do
shoot
that?
it
That
up.
he
No,
was
it's
going-
not legal. His friend said just don't be there when we get there.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, that's what I mean by like, he was young. So if he actually did this, I don't know. I'm not making justifications for someone being young and doing that, but rather
Being young and
the
stupid?
fact that he thought he should tell us he did this.
Yeah,
It's
'cause he doesn't know
probably
you
because
from
he's
Adam.
young. Yeah, that's the whole. What I was thinking the whole time was like, you don't know us.
He must have grow wild. Goodness gracious.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, people do that kind of stuff all over the place. You know, I knew people in Tennessee who
Well, you're also
New
not giving
people
the full
who-
backstory. He had more incentive.
Oh no. After I heard the story, I kind of couldn't blame him. But it was more the fact that he told us he did it
Yeah.
Yeah.
without
Confessed
knowing
it.
us. That I was just like,
He confessed it to y'all.
I mean, I'm not gonna report him or anything. I just thought it was wild that he told two straight. Just because Joseph happens to be a programmer, he told us this story. I just thought that was kind of wild. That's not a choice I would make.
You have some more of that clear, or have to mix some, pour this on top?
Oh no, there's more clear. What do you mean with the
if you-
well, it doesn't-
iridescent?
It doesn't cover it all
The
the
clear,
way.
do you want clear with the iridescent or just
No.
clear?
If you
There's
think
more.
about it, he has our name and address.
He does.
And he still has that shotgun.
Dude,
for us.
I know.
I'm not gonna go around telling anyone that.
I don't know his name or anything about him, and I hope I didn't give enough identifiable
blue?
information to get him in trouble, because that's not my intention. My intention is just like,
People will tell you all kinds of stuff
know.
about themselves.
Yeah,
It's like they've been waiting for you to come all day because they've been
Yes.
dying to tell somebody.
somebody, yeah.
Kima says, like, what does Joseph being a programmer have to do with, like, was he asking?
Oh,
for
the brother,
anti-hacking
no.
help?
The brother-in-law was also a programmer. So I kind of got the impression that he doesn't necessarily like programmers all that much. Which, I mean, I kind of can't blame him, because like if what had happened to him had happened to me, I'd probably feel the same way.
The Bainasian says, Tales from the Crypt style. People like to share a tale of caution.
I don't know if he was
It's like
cautioning us
confession.
to avoid him or what.
It's more like confession. Yeah, that's pretty too. With the sparkly things in it.
And my point with this story is just, I don't think any of y'all, okay, so when I was a kid, the way I was raised, and she'll vouch, is my mom basically taught me you don't incriminate yourself, especially not to strangers. And I grew up in a small town where it was very easy for everyone to know your business if they really wanted to. So I didn't
And
tell.
often they wanted to because
Oh, yeah, they wanted to.
they always thought somebody else's business was more,
More interesting than their
theirs.
own. So I grew up keeping my mouth pretty shut.
It's like playing poker. You kind of keep cards to
Yeah.
yourself. You don't go waving them around the table. Okay. And that's funny.
Well, I needed to fill it up.
It's a little bit more.
I think Bo would be good at
Good.
poker.
Yeah, he's got that poker face. Except when he starts
And
to
you want to
smile.
mix these two together? You have something small you can mix these two together with? That's not going to be flat.
No, it's not. Well, you're right. And I don't have anywhere to put it.
And
And
it's
then I need to add
because-
more to that.
It's because it has all that wax paper.
I'm gonna mix some more and pour it. It's getting thick, so I'm trying to use this up.
You know, you
quick.
could have mixed the two together and you'd had twice as much. You know, I don't know what color it would have been, but
Blue, a pinkish purple kind
or
of.
maybe you could have had some swirls.
Why don't you pour that blue in there? Because there's not enough to form a lip. I gave it a chance to settle. Yeah.
More, or is that good?
I think that's probably good. I mean, Joseph, you grew up in a small town too.
Yeah.
Did you? But you already kind of keep your counsel to yourself. You don't really tell everybody what you think.
All your business.
Yeah,
No, he's pretty private.
I knew people who would brag about their illegal activities, though.
I did too.
I mean, Sam does that.
Fontenot?
No. Yeah. Sorry, not the person in chat.
But I don't know how much of that Sam Fontenot has done.
Like some of the stuff that he admitted to.
Well, and some of it is, in my
Bravado.
opinion, gray illegal. Like
Yeah,
he's not.
certainly victimless crimes.
He's not hurting anybody. Like
Yeah.
like urban exploration, it's not for me. But I'm not gonna like. I don't have like strong negative opinions about it.
The Bane Navian says, little does he know, the burnt computer returns from the grave.
Would you
Do what?
move that one around? I guess I can't see it
Move it where?
from where, just to see if it's got a level pour.
It's a little high on this
Yeah.
I thought you said it was self-leveling.
It is self-leveling, but I don't want it to bevel over.
But we don't think this table is level.
No, we don't think. I don't
We
actually.
think it's higher on one side than the other.
I think we have levels if you wanted me to check. I mean, it's kind of late now, but
Yeah. This is that's a little bit much.
and,
And the popsicle stick or that this?
Maybe.
Just scrape it
No,
out.
we don't have to scrape it. Is it full? I can't tell.
Oh, except for right
For the
here.
angle I'm at, I
These
can't.
little pieces right here.
Yeah, scrape it.
Oh, that
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I thought
go
you
too
had
fast.
it. I thought
No.
you had it.
ended
Yeah,
up
I would
that.
love a bigger room for crafts too, because this is tight. And I don't mean tight in a positive way. I mean tight in a
Close
cramped,
way.
and I'm always stepping over chairs and. And Dax is just sitting quietly in his box,
Yeah, he does that.
watching
Sometimes.
TV.
So that should settle in.
I would like to level this off, but I don't have like a scrap something I can level it off
I
onto.
think they're all overfilled.
Yeah, probably. It's so
But
hard.
it's not
hard
necessarily
to see,
on one side
'cause
more than the other.
It's
Except for
you
this
know
one.
what? I'll
This
just-
one's perfect.
yeah, that one's perfect. I'll just live with it. Okay. Yeah, this is all like this whole room is sloped this way.
No, I'm just saying these are all overfilled
like
though, because they're
even the
overfilled on this
stuff
side.
in this
and
room is sloped. So this whole room's on a slant. Is what I'm saying.
cyan. So how's that star looking on that end?
Okay, I guess. I don't want to, like, there's all this resin on the table, so I really don't want to
The
lean
place you
over it.
touch will be
I'm
resin.
going to move this over to the kitchen.
There's all the popsicle sticks. You want to move this to the middle?
Hang on. And I'll put him in the other bedroom, but Aunt Paul is asleep
Oh,
in there right
got it
now.
on my arm.
Oh, yeah. I think I got it on my clothes and my
Oh,
My bra
not a
strap
new
keeps-
dress.
It's not new. I've had this for several
Okay.
years.
All right, get plenty on there then.
This is a weird one because it has to seep in.
Yeah, and then the bubbles have to pop up.
Mhm. Now this would be a good one to have a heat gun, but I don't.
Yeah, okay, well, let's look, it's already starting, the bubbles starting to pop up.
You feel like mixing some more resin?
Well, we have
Maybe
the
not
mark.
as much as we did last time
Well, then let's.
because we don't have that many pieces.
Well, what is that square thing right there?
That is a coaster.
Could make a coaster.
And I want to make the trinket box. So, would you, I'll
Where's
make
the-
some room
Where's the 2 cups that we used to measure?
and hand you those.
Ew, everything's gonna
I
have
know,
resin on
I know,
the
and
bottom.
every time I clean it off with rubbing
Okay,
alcohol.
A, and the mark is right there.
Rubbing alcohol and so much vinegar. But yeah, a disposable tablecloth would be great. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
this
when the
is getting
mark's on the
thick.
cup, it really makes a huge difference in measuring. So if you're not gonna use a measuring cup, then measure your marks on the cup ahead of time.
This is fun though, cause like I like making things that can then be used, and don't look kind of funky. Cause some of those knit on the loom things just looked like whoever made the instructions were just trying to find a
Okay.
way to use that.
Where's your
loom.
cup to mix this in?
Give me a sec.
Yeah, that's getting kind of thick.
Thick.
Use the edge of the cup to scrape it off.
I don't necessarily want all of it in there. This was the
Yeah.
cup we already used.
We pour them in at the same time.
And then we mix for 5 minutes.
Magic.
Whew.
You guys are making more resin?
Yeah. Ooh, that's a lot. I thought you were gonna do half.
No, I don't have it
You're
measured.
gonna have to do the letters then.
No, we just use the big, the
Coasters.
coasters. Y'all do need coasters, right?
I don't know about that. How many of you
Flower
guys made?
pot.
5?
Yeah, we've made 5.
Have you made 5?
Yeah, I'll show them after the stream because my hands are all gross now.
Okay.
And here
Here.
is the
Hold this,
stirring.
and I'll scrape this. Oh, she looks dangerously.
Well, I got there with some sparkle glitter on it. I just couldn't think of any other way to get rid of it. I could switch my gloves out though.
Yeah, you could. You have more of these?
I do, and I need to buy some more. Could probably just
Cafeteria
get
lady gloves.
could probably get them from Walmart food service gloves. I have a latex allergy, and these work better than being allergic.
There's a hair hanging. Oh, there's somebody.
Yeah, that's
I'm not talking about
Gracie.
Gracie, I'm
A
talking
different
about
somebody.
Yeah.
Peyton doesn't bark a lot.
The kitten.
Oh, the kitten Dax?
Yeah,
Probably because Joseph's in the kitchen now.
maybe. I know you're there. I
What?
can see you.
Oh, good. He a good
Yeah,
baby.
looks good. This one. Wait, I didn't scrape the other one. I didn't scrape B.
So messy. I'm looking for a big baking tray. Could you grab that for me? I know these are clean. I don't know why I did that.
Slowly for 5 minutes, right? We have a timer.
No. Ugh. Nasty.
So we need to go back to
Gross.
return those things. You need a day to do that. What are you eating?
And not on purpose. I held something with my mouth, and I think it had resin on it.
Yeah.
And I regret my life choices. Just popping some of the bigger bubbles.
Any time in this?
No. Sorry, y'all. Joseph has abandoned the chat to cook dinner. I was supposed to cook, but I think he got tired of waiting. Did you get tired of waiting?
Waiting.
Yeah, I thought I was supposed to cook tonight.
I assumed that you were going to be done soon, but it looks like, I mean, if you're mixing more resin, I assume you're not going to be done until like 8:30.
No.
Oh no, I think we'll be done before then.
Okay.
I didn't intend to mix this much, but that's okay.
Anna said that reminds me I have to eat.
Yes, please take an eat break, a stretch break, a bathroom break, drink some water.
This does take a couple minutes.
Play with your cat, play with your dog.
Go to the bathroom. Take a shower. Change your clothes.
If you can shower in 5
Go out on a
minutes.
date and come back.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, if you stir it slowly, you're going to get less bubbles. Fewer
Yeah,
bubbles.
it's set slowly on the bottom. And that's why it says 5 minutes. You're going at it like a mixer.
Whip it.
Make it good.
Man, on that note, I'm going to go get some water because I got resin in my mouth.
Resin mouth? Yeah, maybe some alcohol instead, huh? Because it's, it is gonna set.
So much resin. Hey, Bo.
He's trying to clear up. Still, it's kind of frosty.
Want me to stir?
Trying to get the sides and the bottom. Yeah, blend it back. Blend it good. This is very sticky.
Yes.
It's so much fun.
It's neat to make stuff. Plus, this will be our last resin stream in a while, I think.
Yeah. Well, you will have made. See, this settled nicely,
Mm-hmm.
and this one's a little rounded at the bottom, but that's okay. This one settled nicely. This one's got some bubbles
Yeah. I mean,
in
I'm
the
not
middle.
surprised.
What
If we
is-
had
what
a,
is that?
that's from the bubbles we mixed into it. If we had a heat gun that would pop it, or even a fan,
hair
a small
dryer.
fan that we could blow at it, but we don't.
Okay, it's clear enough.
I know, but I'm still seeing areas where it's not rolling back.
Just don't want to get over the lip.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make square, and you're gonna make what?
That pot.
That pot. The pot.
Yeah.
That one. Okay, yeah. I make it creative. So what did you decide on the alcohol stuff? You said we used too much
Yeah,
of
I
it?
only did like 3 drops.
Uh-huh. Well, I can't put a hamburger in it. Well, I guess I could.
Why
huh?
not?
I have to be upside down. Maybe some cookies.
Ah! Got it over the edge. Has it been 5 minutes?
Oh, I'm sure.
It looks pretty clear, but I think this kind looks clear anyway.
I think it looks clear, so
And then I always mix it as I,
use it.
yeah, as I pour it into
I
smaller
don't know if I want
cups.
to put the cookies. I think I want to put glitter or something
Could do cookies and glitter.
in. Glittery cookies.
I mean, you could. There's not anybody to stop you. There's no
Mm.
resin police in this house. Don't scratch.
I'm scratching the material.
Don't. Scratch.
Actually, this
Queen
has
ringworm.
not been too bad today. As much as it bothered me, it hasn't been. I gotta take all these out to get to the one at the bottom.
Yeah, you have to slip the whole thing. It's on a it's like on a sheet.
Where's the sheet? Oh, okay, I see it, I see it, I see it. I see it. Yeah, maybe some of this.
So I think maybe I want to do
And
like
what
an
else?
opaque rim because that's going to be easier to do with how this mold is set
An
up.
opaque rim.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty. Maybe some thing. Slide down. We're just gonna have to teach Dax how to do crafts.
Oh yeah. He's more like he likes tech than crafts.
I think so. I think he's a techie cat. Maybe I should be doing it in a bigger cup, like one of those over there.
if you can find it.
It's right over there. I grabbed it and it wasn't going anywhere.
It has stuff in it too.
Yeah, is that a problem?
I mean, I don't care. I don't know. It seems like it's like old
Nothing's
resin.
set yet.
That must be from when we did the river.
No, I don't know. This is, yeah, kind of frosty. Okay, so this color and that color means what?
I don't know. What are you hoping to accomplish?
I guess I need to move something over.
Yeah, or we need to put another pan on the table. That's the other thing is you need like endless project trays or cookie sheets
Something
or
that you could pick them all
whatever.
up at one time.
Yeah.
Because what happens is these little silicone molds,
They
which
shift.
seem
They're
like they're
pretty sturdy, but
They
once
even
they're
have
full of
these
stuff,
reinforced ribs in it, but when it's full of resin,
it gets really floppy.
yeah. What color is this? Prussian blue.
So that would be a dark, cool blue.
Yeah, I'm looking for something that will go more with that pinkish red. Senorita magenta.
That would be a pinkish
yeah,
red.
like that.
Ooh, that's pretty, yeah. Well,
Or maybe we should just do it clear.
yeah. Or a green, like a light green with that pink would look cute.
I'm not sure. This is also got gray. And just take the other way. Oh, this will take forever.
Yeah, ideally we could do this in like half of a garage
Yeah.
and just because it needs to be hot or warm. You don't want it like
Really?
Louisiana hot. Yeah, 80 is a good
Oh.
resin temperature. So like Louisiana spring isn't bad for resin.
But summer
Right,
it'd
it's
be
way
kind
too
of
hot.
hot.
Now, something I don't love about this is it does generate a lot of waste, you know?
Mhm.
Like, we're always throwing away all these plastic cups and stuff, and I don't really love that.
But a paper cup wouldn't be better because it would be flimsier.
Yeah,
I think.
and you couldn't see it
Might
through.
get some of the, if this generates heat, you might get some of the wax.
Well, a lot of those paper cups are lined with plastic, which isn't so great either. So, the reusable silicone cups might be a better fit for a project like this.
Yeah, and you know, because especially if you can clean them.
Yeah, I think-
that looks pretty well dispersed.
I think the silicone cups, yeah, that looks nice. I think this, in fact, I'm gonna steal some. I think the silicone cups are supposed to be like you let it dry and then
And
you can peel it out. Yeah. So the popsicle sticks are good for the small ones.
What is this one? Wild plum. It's got too much pink in it. Need something. Alcohol pearl.
That's gonna have like a pearlescent look to it.
Intrigued. It's got me intrigued. Couple drops, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I should have shaken it, I guess.
I'm gonna move the whole thing in a minute. Somewhere.
And if I put too much in, and what happens to it?
What? Oh, it'll just be too flexible.
Okay,
It
so I
won't
won't
really
want to do that.
solidify.
Okay. So I have to be satisfied. Okay, I need to make some more. That's kind of interesting.
If you want, you can use what's left in there. I don't know if you want that.
I don't know because that would probably would have been a better color actually. It's just that I'm gonna need more. But you know, I could add. Okay, and then I'm just gonna.
Okay. Try to find a place to put this. Yeah, you need a place to put that.
I need to add something to it.
That'd be a nice batch.
Oh. Well, that's a serious red.
And all that's really left are the two coasters. Mm.
Okay, so I move this over there before it gets too full.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does help that it has ribs. Okay, I think that maybe is gonna be just enough.
What Joseph's cooking smells
What's
good.
he making?
The shrimp pesto we were talking
Oh,
about.
yeah. Oh, pesto's always good.
Well, he made the pesto himself.
With his little,
Yeah, with the immersion blender. And with carrot tops, because you can make pesto using carrot tops. Basically, anything green that has flavor, you can make a pesto from it.
well, I like that color.
Well, if you want to use it.
No, it's too late, I'm done. Oh, we still have all this, huh?
Well, I'm working on this right here.
Right, but then we still have all this left over here.
Well, yeah, I'm running out of things to put it in and use it on.
Well,
I really do need those silicone cups. Something with a decent pour spout. Is this?
yeah,
I wanted to do just a rim
it's so
of green.
hard. Yeah,
Green, not
it's
green.
not, it's not specific enough. And if you had a syringe, I think it would be kind of difficult because the hole is so small.
Yeah, on those syringes. Those are not great syringes.
You need to mix some more.
No, I'm gonna mix some more. But what I wanted to do is do like a thin film at least, so there's no patches.
And more of the same thing.
No, this is gonna be the opaque. This table is gonna be a pill to clean. I'll tell you.
That has been so much
Because
time.
I know, but I have to do it because we're eating after. I have to do. I can't just let the resin kind of solidify. I have to
so
do it
what are you gonna-
immediately, and that makes it harder. You done? You're not gonna put anything in? You're not
No.
gonna do like a streak of the gold mica
Oh,
that you liked
Becca,
so much?
my hands are so sticky.
Well, you can be done. Don't let me
It's
shame you.
just from being the inside of the glove too.
Yeah.
Remember, I couldn't get this opened.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get
And that's
Joseph
got
to
such
open that
pretty
later.
colors.
Well, maybe
Well, you
he
could probably
could.
do it with
Hey,
alcohol,
Joseph, can you try to open something?
My hands are tricky.
Yeah, no, better not.
That Louisiana life.
That's not gonna work well with this. You finished with these two?
Yeah.
Yeah,
of sticky too now.
See, really, if you want a good delineation between the layers, you should let it set up for like 45 minutes or an hour,
And then come back and
and then
some
add your
more.
next layer. Yeah, I'm not that cool.
She could be.
I'm not that patient.
She could
That's the truth. I'm neither cool nor patient. Yeah, we still have so much resin left. I guess I'll try to pour
Okay,
some letters. The
what about a
letters
bracelet?
are on this.
What about the bracelet?
If you want
Where
to,
is the,
they are over there in that
Okay.
box.
The thing is I have to touch the cup. Of course, the alcohol will take this off, right? And you never did talk about this.
No, well, those are wood. You might as well show the camera, so dip it in front. Those are wooden blanks that I got at Michael's, and you can kind of close-inay in your resin.
You'd have to have like a dropper, right?
Or you could like spoon it in or something with a
No, you'd
with
have
a
to have like an
popsicle stick.
eyedropper or something.
And that's what I was gonna do on this,
Because you would only want to do.
but it really doesn't use much resin.
You'd only want to do a little bit at a time. Okay, where is it?
Yeah, these little cups are
Where is it?
not
Where's the,
great for what
bracelet?
I'm doing. Hang on. It should no in the box.
This one?
Yeah, take the lid off. That's the top tray.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. Okay. Jewelry.
I need to get some more.
Cafeteria lady glass.
Yeah. Now, when I have the crayons, because I want to do crayons in
Oh,
resin,
yeah.
those are going to be cute
You
in
want
the
to do? You
bangles
want to
and
do
stuff.
like crayon sharpener shading?
Yeah, and also slices of crayons.
Ooh, I don't know how you can do that.
Cut them with a knife first.
I think
Have
they
them
crumble.
prepared. Because one of the things I don't like when people are doing resin crafts with crayons is it melt. They use like every color. They don't use any. The people
Yeah.
I have seen on YouTube. So this
Yeah.
is not everyone ever.
Okay.
But they don't use any color theory. So they use every color in the box, and then it looks like vomit. Because it's all the colors, and when you mix
Oh, you
all
can make a
the
bracelet?
colors,
We got enough there to
I
make
think
two
we
bracelets?
do have enough there. You make a bracelet, and then I'll see. I'm not sure.
Of course, if it levels out, it'd be a thin bracelet. Where's that green you had? Oh. Okay. This is a good size cup for bigger pours.
I know. I got those at Michael's, so I need to get some more of those at Michael's.
These medicine cups
I got those on Amazon,
don't work as well.
and they're not so great. I mean, they're okay because I need to just buy plastic shot glasses or silicone
glasses.
silicone shot glasses would be like the best of both worlds because it would be you could
Are the bigger ones? No.
no I think I'm out of the bigger ones.
Okay. This is the problem. Is that the stick is sticky.
Yeah. I mean, this is a vinyl tablecloth that I got from Walmart. I just had them cut it in the fabric section, and I've gotten so much vinyl on this tablecloth and cleaned off so much vinyl, so I don't have
No, that's
any doubt that I can clean it. Ooh, is there a bright green in there?
It's pistachio. You want this pistachio? I just don't know if I can stir this now.
Oh, because it's too full.
I didn't intend to pour that high. But if I pour it off, it's not gonna be even.
Oh, this dried in bottle. This is DOA. Yeah, throw that off.
Is that the
Throw that
pistachio?
away. No, it was.
This pistachio right there.
I am looking for like a shamrocky green. This will work. This is more like a lime green, but that's okay.
How you feeling, Paula?
More human.
Ooh, that color. That's on that stick, huh?
Isn't that pretty? We can do alcohol ink pouring at some point too.
And what does that do?
That's kind of like a combination between it's like a more liquidy color flow pour or acrylic pour.
Acrylic?
Yeah, like remember we did acrylic ink or acrylic paint and we poured that. I mean, you can also do resin like that where you pour it.
You know, that's kind of a good, because it's ombre. Kind of. The darker colors on top. You still on video?
Yeah, we're still streaming.
Okay.
It's a waste, I know.
It's a waste.
I'm trying to level it off, so I just
Oh.
scrape it off. Well, no, it doesn't. I did that on purpose.
Okay.
But it's this mold doesn't really take that much resin, so I mean, and
So
this
you
is
didn't
a
make
this
a
is
mess
a
on
sil-
purpose.
this is a yeah this is a silicone. It'll just peel off.
Yeah.
That's not a big deal.
Hello, Mr. Bone. Oh. Did y'all pour resin on top of that stuff?
Yeah, as
Joseph did.
much as, we did.
No, on the stump. Joseph did that.
We poured more resin
No,
on it.
no. This is two different projects.
Oh, okay.
So Joseph got a wild hair.
I think it's gonna look nice.
We got an artistic hair?
Yes.
Yeah.
On which stump?
There's a
There's
stump.
a stump in the room I was
Okay, and what?
And it's got resin on top of it.
Uh-huh.
It's a little slice of a stump,
And?
but
Well,
it's got resin
He's
on top.
not
That's
feeling
why-
good today,
Good.
so he didn't want to finish it today.
So what's he planning on doing to it?
I don't know. That is a Joseph question.
He may not know.
Yeah, might still be thinking about it. I don't know. What you gonna do with that stump? No one knows.
Slowly, it's like it was before and I've resin on it.
You're gonna what?
Probably still want to be a display piece. Like
Oh, display piece.
Well, his friend cut them for me to use in my con setup,
Yeah.
which is cute because it's just like there's two more back there, so I could put Kara stuff on it, and it just seems more like in the mood of what Kara
Oh,
is.
this does get sloppy.
Yeah.
Becca, what's the white stuff on your neck that you put on your thing?
I have Band-Aids on.
Oh, on all of your things?
Most
She
of them,
put
yeah,
medicine on and then she put Band-Aids.
because it keeps it from,
Spreading?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's if you can get the Band-Aids to stay.
I let it dry and then I put the
I
Band-Aids
put
on.
Band-Aids on so I could wear my mask to the hospital.
Yeah, how'd that work out?
What?
The Band-Aids over the,
The Band-Aids eventually wanted to
bobos.
pull off. The one on my arm came off first.
this is what they don't tell you about adopting a rescue kitten,
Yeah.
is that if it's got ringworm, everyone in the
Everybody's got
family
ringworm.
has
That's
ringworm.
right.
And it's not that we weren't told, it's
No,
just
they
that,
warned
oh,
us.
you
But they
know.
didn't, I don't know, I already kind of told them about what
Whoa,
happened with the
whoa,
vet and
whoa.
all that.
Yeah, we just had to
Um,
be hugging up against him.
Well, more
He's
like
so
the
cute.
medicine that they gave us made him really sick.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, he could not walk.
Yeah.
He was having
Serious,
seizures.
serious.
I don't mean, oh, baby didn't like the medicine, okay?
No,
I've had cats since I was
serious
12. Yeah.
neurological.
Yeah, this
issues.
wasn't a joke. I don't have any videos of it because, frankly, it was really sad
like,
to
He
see.
was like crawling.
We
with
thought
one
he
ball.
might die, so we stopped giving him the ringworm meds, and he perked right back up to
Bully
Genki.
doesn't have it, huh?
No.
Huh.
So
That would be
please
nice one.
wash your hands before you
Yes.
pet him, because that's what I've been doing too. If I touch Dax, I scrub my arms and stuff.
Yeah, you don't want to give Bully that.
But
He would be a sad boy.
he would be. He's so pretty.
Yes,
He would be.
is.
He
He's such a
really.
good boy.
When Bo has to wear a comb and he can't groom himself, he really gets very cranky until somebody brushes him or bathes
Well, that
him.
probably is part of his anxiety, is to be able to groom also.
Yeah.
Kind of
Such a
soothes,
good boy.
self-soothing.
He was a good boy. He did not chase Dax away from the food. He let Dax finish eating, and then he Mufasa'd on over.
But
Help himself.
when Dax
we said
decided
he
to
could have
go
the
back, he
rest.
said
He
no.
said no. But
You had it.
Dax also needs to learn
He needs to learn how to be
cat
around.
manners.
Yeah.
So we're
Around
letting
big
them, we're
boys.
always watching them. We don't just let them be alone
Yeah,
together.
sure.
Okay.
I think that's about it. Unless you wanna, it's so messy in here. I don't want to try doing the Clausenet stuff because it's
No.
fiddly work.
No, because that would be like, you definitely have to have like a eyedropper kind of thing.
Or something. Well,
To
I'm
get
gonna
into those
experiment
tight
with it.
cracks.
So we have a little bit of resin left.
You have something
Um,
small?
I have the letters, but I need to move this tray, and we could do like a couple of the letters.
Hang on, I'll get that. Where are you going to put it?
Oh, I
That's
don't
the
even
hard
know.
part.
Yeah,
Is knowing where.
yeah. I've been putting it in the kitchen.
I'm sure
which
the
I-
kitchen is full.
Yeah, it's pretty full. Eventually, I'm gonna put it in that small bedroom on the floor and then shut the door, because
You
that
want me to
keeps
do
Bo.
that?
No, not yet. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, because they're still very smoothie. I'll find a spot.
Yeah, that's
Whoa.
sticky too. Everything is sticky. There's resin. Beck has made a resin disaster right
Oh,
here.
yeah.
I tried to kind of keep it clean, but
Have y'all used the dye a lot?
somewhat. She was using this opaque stuff
Oh.
for a while.
Oh, wait.
One more. I'm not even gonna mess with color because there's not
You
much.
want to put beads in?
Mm,
Oh, why are you handing it to me?
I'm
Because
just
your area
I'm
is too
just.
messy.
It is too messy. That is honestly why.
The beads are over there.
No,
Honestly.
I don't know. The beads are big for this. I
I
want
know,
to.
we use beads on those over there.
I didn't think they turned out that good.
You didn't like them?
Not that much.
So what do you want to use?
Glitter.
Okay. So which glitter?
Oh, we got lots of glitter.
Yeah. Which glitter?
I don't know how many
You
we
show me.
do. Well, you just pick some colors
Okay.
and let's just do.
The glitter and the paint came out good on the other acrylic things.
Oh, thank you.
How about? Oh, my hands are still tacky.
Yeah, everybody's
Kind
favorite.
of not greasy.
No, like
But it's kinda-
slimy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't
love
want
it.
this on my new shirt. The big ones. You feel like doing big ones? Oh, you already started with that.
Yeah, I
one.
just started one.
You mixed them in, or?
No, well, all I did was I put my glitter in first, and then I
Oh,
poured
okay.
on
So
top.
it's gonna be on the
So
surface.
it's gonna be, yeah. So big glitter would look really
Okay,
cute.
big glitter would
Chunky
be
glitter.
right here.
Yeah.
And you want it opened on the sprinkle part, on the on
Ah.
the pour part.
Probably on the sprinkle part. I did a B.
Here,
Do you want D?
I guess.
D for Dee Dee or D for
D
Dax?
for
Make
done.
him make
D for
yeah, right.
done.
Make him wear this giant.
Oh, see, this
D.
has got sticky stuff all over it.
I'm
too.
gonna
That-
wipe
that-
everything down with alcohol when we're finished, but there's no point in doing it right now because it's just gonna get nasty.
This is called wow. Oh, okay.
Y'all sure did hang out with us for a while today. I appreciate it. I hope y'all had a
What
good
time is it?
time, though. Well, we got started late, too, because we bathed
Oh, it's
Dax first.
6:25.
Woof. Joseph was right. We would finish
Devin.
late. Joseph, what's your favorite color?
We already talked about this. I don't necessarily have one.
How about silver?
I like silver.
Okay.
Turquoise looks good on him.
He does. Yeah, it does. He looks good in most colors, but turquoise does.
Green, honestly.
You like what?
I said I look good in green.
Yeah.
Wow. What, like a blue green or like
Even
a...
like a
This
light
is like a green. It's got different...
Light green, I think.
Pistachio.
This has got like different colors in
Oh,
it.
it's got a lot of iridescence.
And he said like a light green. So that would be like this. Yeah.
Or like this.
Well, it could be like that.
This is the one that doesn't want to come out of the.
Or you want to use
normal
this one
twist.
instead?
And I mean, I'm sure these are all art supplies I've had for years that I've used for various different projects. But like, you could probably hit up Dollar Tree and find
Maybe. Here.
all kinds of glitter and stuff.
How much do you have of this left?
What?
That
Not-
you're doing all these?
I could probably do the J.
And you
You
want
made
to...
a D.
Yeah, I made a D. D for Dax.
How about a B?
I did a B.
Okay.
There might be enough for one more.
Okay, so do this one, this green one.
In what? What letter?
I don't know.
I'm Paula. What's your favorite color?
Not green.
No, not green. I do like green though.
Bright blue.
Bright blue.
Like one of
Ooh,
these?
That's a good bright blue.
This one right here? Yeah, that's
Bright
got the
turquoise.
different... That's kind of turquoisey almost.
We can do, whoa, that one really comes out.
Yeah, it's very fine
We
too.
can like attempt to do an ombre. See, if you had like a makeup brush with some of these, you
Yeah.
could makeup brush it in.
Yeah,
How would you do that?
you just brush it.
Yeah, you just, because it's static, it'll stick
Oh,
because of the
wow.
static
Okay.
electricity. Actually, give me the
This-
dark blue.
this
Dark
one?
blue would look
Or
really
this
good.
one?
That's super dark blue. This is like a
Well, that's not really a dark blue.
peacock.
Yeah, very sparkly.
It's
Very,
fun to
very
play with
sparkly.
though. Like I said, it's a different kind of creativity, a different part of the brain.
Need a popsicle stick? To
You're
scrape
not
what's left?
supposed to really scrape it because it might not be mixed, and then it might end up.
We mixed it. How could it get unmixed?
Well, no, like stuff around the edges might not be thoroughly mixed. Okay,
I've been
that's about it.
scraping all day.
That's about it. Does it look like it's fully
Oh yeah, it does. It does.
in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Okay. All right. Well, that is about it. That was fun. We made a mess. That's, I mean, isn't
Here
that,
comes the best part.
isn't that the,
But very disappointed could not use
couldn't
this,
open
'cause
that.
would have been.
We just, yeah, that's like
got
our
too many
favorite.
colors in it.
So, anyway, I will show you guys next week everything that we made because some of the stuff's in the kitchen a lot of the stuff's in the kitchen right now, and it's kind of a mess. So I'll show you guys next week. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I can't wait to finally finish that stupid Resin River, get it unmolded because it's gonna be a month of Resin River. That's too much. Too much Resin River, too much resin in one go. For a channel that's not a resin channel, we have done a lot of resin, too much resin, some might say. But I appreciate it. If you're not into resin, if you're more into traditional watercolors, on Friday nights I do a watercolor live stream. That's at 8 p.m., same channel. And Kabocha and I are working on a collaboration stream together as well. So if you like seeing us chit chat and geek out about art supplies, I'll let you know when we know more about that. So thank you guys so much for joining us. I've got a huge mess to clean up. So I'm going to say goodnight. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. And I hope to see you guys on Friday night. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Wait, I'll show you guys Dax before we say goodbye.
He's the only one that doesn't have resin on.
The only one who, well, Bowie doesn't either. Been so good. in his box. Very asleep. Nap time. Far, far away from the resin.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Far away from Bo, too.
Yeah, far away from Bowie and far away from the resin. So, bye, guys.